Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Apex Legends Summit Match Point Finals. I'm loving it, Hodge, by the way. Just going to say that right now before we even get beginning with the intro. But we've been here for the last 5 weeks. We've been seeing teams fighting it out on that battlefield between these different matches. It's going to be a fantastic tournament we've had already. And with Match Point Finals just around the corner, which is just here. We're literally minutes away from beginning that map number 1. So just before the Match Point Finals comes, there's a patch and everything changes. It's like, yeah, everyone's got to get used to the teams and how they're going to play this for the Match Point Finals. But the fights go off. The P2020 finishes off with the punch. The Hindsight Gamer will go down. MarkofGee come out on top. Nice little finish there with the punch. Make sure he knocks him in the back of the head. A wee bit Mike Tyson involvement there.
What you did see there is Polensky showing what the power of crypto can do, and actually what the weakness of a Watson can be. The fact that, yes, you can sit yourself inside of a building, that's all well and good. However, one EMP and you just lose all of that cover, all of that protection. So Polensky there using crypto aggressively to push in, and with the lifeline on the team, they are able to reset much quicker than other teams might be able to.
So we're in our 4 squads remaining, 12 players total. Project Hammer, the number 1 seed, still alive in the lobby. Getting some shots off, and Encore will be eliminated. There we go. Swip, currently 7 kills. He's a kill leader, and he's been doing that pretty much week in, week out. It's a great little bit of synergy they've got between each other there, Swip and Charge. And Charge obviously looking to do back-to-back here. The pre-season went their way. Can they finish it off as well?
I know that Swip will 100% be after that VIP status, that MVP, with the most kills in the lobby, and he's already up there with 7, I believe, to his name. So Swip, right now, and Project Heaven are in such a great position on this height, and I would not be surprised if we see Project Heaven come away with a Game 1 win.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a great spot for it. Only a couple of teams to deal with now. 2 more, 1 stuck inside, but they're kind of pinched inside this building as well. Polensky is going to try and finish him off because that will guarantee them that 2nd spot, at least in the lobby, up against Project Hammer. The shots are covered out. There's so much damage going down, but we're just not seeing anything getting knocked. Eventually, Carrigan will fall. Shotgun shots coming off. Polensky, Puppery will fall. We've still got 3 squads remaining somehow. And it's just absolutely chaotic here.
I mean, this team inside the Blood Wolves have actually managed to somehow get away. We are down to our final 2 squads, and as predicted, Project Heaven do look like they're going to be the team to do it. There is, I think, 1, potentially 2 members remaining.
3v1 it is. It's a
3v1. It's just the one. Scolder right now.
Well, they guarantee themselves 2nd spot at least. I mean, that's a good start. P2020 is going to come out. Project Heaven, your number 1 seed, finish up number 1 in match number 1. Our top fragger, Swip, 31 kills, right? Do you think he's going to be able to continually to do that here now that it is Match Point Finals? Are the boys going to be able to perform on that same sort of level as they did in the winners final?
Interesting question. I think that they definitely have got the capability of doing that. I know that during the recent ALGS preseason qualifier, they didn't necessarily have as good of a performance as they were maybe looking for. However, sitting within this summit lobby, I think there's still definitely the ability for them to frag out. In terms of, as we were just speaking a moment ago, who's got the better POI between Fragment and Geyser? Geyser isn't that strong of a POI either. They do have the quick rotations over towards the sort of overlook area, if that is where it ends up pulling. I mean, we recently saw the ALGS championships happen, the like of Go Next winning at a overlook pull even. So they do have that possibility. They also are able to move over to Big Mord and potentially third-party fights that happen between Big Mord and Stacks as well. So for Heavener, I think sitting themselves at Geyser gives them an opportunity to rotate quickly over towards that Fragment side of the map, or potentially negative rotate the other way to potentially third-party fights over at Stacks and Mord.
Yeah, well, let's see where they decide to go, and wherever the pools go will obviously affect where the rotations and such are. But Helheim as well on the other side, your pick, number 2 seed as well, and then that winner's bracket as well. They actually had quite a good performance as well. Morito and Ryo Matsu were over 20 kills in the whole time, and a total of 64 kills throughout. Not the same as 20 less or so than the Project Heavener squad, but a good score nonetheless. That was obviously 6 maps, and both teams would have been well over that match point threshold. So It's all about winning after that. So these two teams definitely can get the points really early on. And will they continue to kind of stack points early as quickly as possible? Do you reckon they go out for kills and hunt for blood?
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. They're gonna continue to push on and get aggressive. I think within this meta as well, with the switch up, with those skirmish buffs that have just happened. I really would not be surprised to see very aggressive teams. We really saw that during the preseason qualifiers with Peen going into match finals. They have gone back to that same roster that we saw in the preseason finals, and they got aggressive. They didn't end up winning, but on points, they did. They were absolutely flying into the 100-point mark, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Peen and the likes get aggressive once again.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to see that very shortly as we will be kicking off the server. We're about to get into the game, and we'll get back to that character selection. And as we said, Alter has already been picked. We've seen it plenty of times already getting picked before match one was about to begin there. We're going to see the same again, I'm sure. There's not going to be much change to it as we get into that lobby in the server. We'll kick ourselves into that match. But World's Edge is going to commence, and our Apex Legends Summit match point finals is going to kick off in less than 3 seconds. Let's go. Are you looking forward to this one, Ben? I'm looking forward to it. This is it all the way till the end, however long it takes.
Also, Apex servers are also having an issue with getting their head around how it's working within the competitive space, because when we've watched this and when we've casted this, particularly within the group stages, it has been our game 5 and game 6 of a 6-game set, at which point teams, they need points, they get aggressive, they push. And right now, there are going to be some teams looking up that leaderboard, thinking, this might be ending soon. We might need to get aggressive once again to get those points.
Yeah, especially if you look at that leaderboard, you'll be like, wait a minute, they're at match point. One more game is all it needs, really, because the Peen are guaranteed probably to get that. Easy placement points will get there probably, and a couple of kills along the way, and that'll guarantee them that match point for going into match number 4, which nobody's predicted. Like, I don't think anybody predicted match number 4 as a match point potential. But you just never know. There's opportunities. Peen's obviously won a game already. Project Heaven has also won a game, and it depends on where we go for Broken Moon here. I mean, it's going to be interesting because we know that it's Broken Moon followed by a Broken Moon. So if Peen go on to win a Broken Moon, and then all they need to do is do the exact same again, that's going to be 3 wins on the trot and give them the win. And nobody would expect the Peen to be on top of the leaderboard after 2 maps. And not the way that Project Heaven was first and second, but the kills swung it for them here for Peen. But they will look for more kills, because that's just going to get you heated up and raring to go for the remainder of these series. There's one. Second one falls. Kayumi looking disgusting with it. There we go. Chases down with the Eva 8 and takes all 3 members of the Bonch Tigers out. Next to fall after that is the underdogs to Helheim as well. And there we go. The 2 teams looking on form are Peen and Helheim in this lobby for Broken Moon.
I mean, right there, you're just seeing exactly why the Peen are looking so good. And I think it really does have to play into the fact that we are going to be having this aggressive meta, and they are picking legends that suit how they play. The ballistic is being able to be popped. They're able to have that quicker movement, the unlimited ammo. You're able to have the Ash and the Alter, who are then able to get you moving quicker and tying down players with that arc snare. It's a really great composition that they've got right now, and it's working extremely well for them.
That's like Ronco.
Peen been sent back to the lobby to queue up for the next game, but for them, they are going to be queuing in as the only team on match point. As more kills do come out, Hindsight is taken out, and we are down to our final squad. It is going to be Encore up against 2G, 1G, and Encore are your champions. Our first game on Broken Moon, but they are not going to be the story of this game. The story is going to be Peen, who are now onto match point. And finally, also, we've seen Helheim wake up.
Yeah, we definitely seen a Helheim wake up. It was a definitely interesting end to the zone. We have a different winner again here on Broken Moon. So there's 3 different maps played, 3 different winners,